This guy is all grown up, but he once was the baby from the very famous Nirvana album cover, chasing the money. And guess what? Apparently he still is chasing that money 30 years on, because he's now suing the band for child sexual exploitation, right? Wow. What? What? This can't be real. Surely this is not real. Hang on. Never mind. Apparently it is real. Never mind? The album cover is called Nevermind. Guys, it was a stupid pun. Let's just get past that for a second. Okay, never mind. Back to the article I want to read today, right? From Sky News. Now, look, by the way, I'm going to read an article, and I'm going to show you some photos. And I think by the time this video is finished, I think that you're going to think differently of this guy. I don't think you'll be thinking as positive as you were towards him before, okay? Let me just say that. Let me just throw that out there right now. The guy is clearly... This is a money grab situation. Let's read on this right now. I hope you guys like the new picture-in-picture, by the way. I've made it bigger through the settings with my A10 Mini Pro. But anyway, going to this. Nirvana is being sued by Baby from Nevermind album cover 30 years after its release. There's Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters, the Fooies, okay? He was once the drummer in Nirvana, believe it or not. Spencer Eldon was pictured as a 4-month-old baby on the cover of Nirvana's 1991 album cover. Nevermind. He's now suing the band, claiming that he was sexually exploited. No, but alright. The cover art of Nirvana's triple diamond selling album, Nevermind, has become one of the most well-known pictures in rock history. That's a tongue twister, but yes, we will show you this in a second. I think Billboard's top 50 album covers ever made. This one is very close to number 1, and I'm going to show you that very, very soon. Alright? Now, Mr. Eldon, if we can still call him a Mr. at this point, maybe scumbag would be a better word. I don't know, maybe. What do you think, right? We'll talk in the end about this, what our thoughts are, right? Mr. Eldon, 30, has filed a lawsuit against Kurt Cobain's estate, all right? So that's Courtney Love, I'm pretty sure, because she was married to Kurt Cobain before his suicide. Okay, now the band's surviving members, that's 2. The production company and photographer, named Kirk, for allegedly violating federal child pornography statutes and sexually exploiting him. So what's that, 1, 2, or 3? I think she's suing 3 different entities. Or was it 4? I can't quite remember now. You saw the bloody thing. How many is he suing? My goodness, faith in humanity is losing, in my opinion, right? My faith in humanity. Not the best. Spencer's true identity and legal name are forever tied to the commercial sexual exploitation he experienced as a minor, which has been distributed and sold worldwide from the time that he was a baby to the present day. That's what the lawsuit has said, okay? Neither Spencer nor his legal guardians ever signed a release authorizing any use of any images of Spencer, apparently, or his likeness, and certainly not of commercial child pornography depicting him. If this is true, then that's interesting. I would have thought his parents or some adult would have had to have signed off on these images for the band to have used it. It would make sense from a business standpoint to do that, right? Otherwise, you're leaving yourself up to lawsuits, which is what's happening here. If that didn't happen, then there's a loophole there. Oh, you know. Anyway, okay. Mr. Eldon claims that he's suffered permanent harm. Whoa, apparently, including extreme and permanent emotional distress with physical manifestations and interference with his normal and educational development. Oh, come on, man. Come on. You know, there's Kurt Cobain. Kurt Cobain, what a legend, right? He has allegedly, all right, suffered a loss of earning capacity, past and future wages, medical and psychological treatment expenses, and other losses to be described during the trial. The guy has made so much money with this album cover. Now, I'm going to tell you how much money he actually made, him and his parents made from the photo originally, which wasn't much, surprisingly, but he has made a lot of money, I think, touring. I will show you in a second what I mean, all right? So Mr. Eldon was apparently paid $200 USD for the picture, organized through Mr. Eldon's father's friend and photographer. All right, $200 for the original photo is pretty terrible in my books for a photo that's obviously gone off to sell, millions, 30 million albums or whatever. I don't know. It's a lot of albums, right? $200 is not enough, but if that's what they were paid, then that's what they were paid, right? Interesting. Now, despite the lawsuit claiming that Mr. Eldon was sexually exploited, he has since participated in shoots recreating the album cover as an adult. You can't make this shit up, all right? This is the guy right here as an adult doing his thing. And look at his chest. His chest, you can't really see properly, but it says Nevermind. He has Nevermind tattooed on his chest, okay? Wow. The guy's clearly traumatized. Clearly traumatized by this. Oh, sue away, man. You just sue everyone, okay? Sue the world while you're at it. Wow. Interesting little thing from this person on Twitter. Imagine being the kid on the front of Nirvana's Nevermind album, then getting Nevermind tattooed on your chest, and posing for the album's 25th anniversary, just later to sue the band for sexual exploitation, right? Wow. You can't make this shit up. But anyway, I said to the photographer, get ready for this, for the 25th anniversary, all right? This is what he said. I said to the photographer, let's do it naked. But he thought that would be a bit weird, so I wore my swim shorts. What? Eldon said of the shoot at the time, wow, the anniversary means something to me. It's strange that I did this for 5 minutes when I was 4 months old, and it became this really iconic thing. During an interview in 2016 with GQ Australia for the album's 25th anniversary, Mr. Eldon said that there was no concern for his future welfare when taking the photo. And he's suing them. And he's suing them. If I know one thing about the Nirvana baby, it's that he wants more money. Well, clearly, right? I've recently been thinking, what if I wasn't okay with my freaking penis being shown to everybody? I didn't really have a choice, he said. He says this now, just before he sues type thing, or while he is suing, right? The band enjoyed worldwide success and is still recognized as one of rock's greatest bands before lead singer Kurt Cobain died in 1994 with 27, right? Nevermind has sold 30 million times around the world, and next month is the 30th anniversary. Now, this photo, in my opinion, and hopefully a lot of people's opinions, isn't sexual. It's not sexual. If you find this image sexual, then there's clearly something wrong with your mental state. Are you a pedophile, right? There is nothing sexual about this photo, in my opinion. It's a naked baby, all right? Babies come out naked. There's nothing remotely sexual about that. Now, this is interesting. I want to quickly read on this before I read on something else. I want to get your opinion on this one, okay? Object sexuality is apparently a mental disorder that people have. Object sexuality, or objectophilia, is a form of sexual or romantic attraction focused on particular inanimate objects. Individuals with this attraction may have strong feelings or love and commitment to certain items or structures like buildings, or of their fixation. For some, sexual or close emotional relationships with humans are incomprehensible. This is a real thing, right? There's a well-documented and well-videoed situation with a woman who married the Eiffel Tower. I've seen this video, and I'm pretty sure this is the one where she's actually humping the Eiffel Tower. She opens her legs. I'm pretty sure it's this woman. She opens her legs and starts humping the Eiffel Tower because she's just married the Eiffel Tower, right? There's another guy who's actually married, or maybe not married, but actually has sex with his car. What are we going to start doing? Banning photos on the internet because certain people find certain things very sexy? This hourglass looks so attractive. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, whoops, YouTube's going to ban me now because I'm showing an hourglass. There's nothing sexual about this photo, and if you think so, well then there's something wrong with you, okay? Not sexual whatsoever. Okay, all right, now, there we go. Now, this, before I show you anything else, before I absolutely shock you with something that he's said in the past, something more that he said in the past, let's take a look at this, right? When we go to the very top of this website right now, this is the 50 greatest album covers of all time. Billboard, all right? Number 50 apparently is Taylor Swift, all right? Number 49, number 48. 48 is a good one, Lady Gaga, the Fame Monster. But when we go down to number 7, hopefully you guys aren't getting sick, you know? Where is the top 5? Top 10. We'll do the top 10. 10 is Elvis Presley, all right? Number 9 is Public Enemy, all right? Fuck the police. Number 8 is Cyndi Lauper. Number 7 is Nirvana. We'll go back to that. Pink Floyd is 6. Led Zeppelin 5. What's this one? Notorious Big. B.I.G. Patti Smith. I don't really know that one. The Beatles should be number 1 in my opinion, but it's not on this list. And the Velvet Underground is number 1. Andy Warhol thing. But going back to Nevermind and the album cover from Nirvana, let's quickly read this, right? You ready? One of the most recognizable album covers of all time features an underwater naked baby reaching out for a dollar bill on a piece of string, all right? It's a sad statement about the values our society passes on to our youth. And, oh, by the way, that baby is now 20-something, but that's an old article. Interesting little conversation I thought that we could add to this situation, right? Let me read that again. It's a sad statement about the values our society passes on to our youth. This guy, Spencer, feels like he has to sue the band. He's still after the money, all right? So, this is Courtney Love on Instagram or Twitter. I think it's Instagram. And this is one of the things that she said about the thing. Singer Courtney Love was married to Cobain at the time of his death. And this is what she said. She appeared to acknowledge the legal action, writing on Instagram, "I've got nothing much on my mind except weird lawsuits," right? Interesting that she's made a note about this. But this is something that we've already read, but something else we need to talk about as well, right? Nirvana getting sued. Nirvana getting sued by the baby on Nevermind cover. This part of the article telling me everything I need to know about that, right? GQ, when did you realize being the Nirvana baby was such a big deal? Spencer Eldon responds, right? I've been going through it my whole life, but recently I've been thinking, just like George Wallace, okay? Famous comedian in Las Vegas. What if I wasn't okay with my freaking penis being shown to everybody? I didn't really have a choice, but this is the interesting part. In the past, you've said it was cool about the situation. When did that change? Just a few months ago, when I was reaching out to Nirvana to see if they wanted to be a part of my art show, I was getting referred to their managers and their lawyers. Why am I still on the cover if I'm not that big of a deal? So it makes it look like to me that he tried to reach out for a bit of a collaboration with the band 30 years later. They may kind of snubbed him off. And as a result, he's kind of pissed off about this. And now he's like, well, fuck that. I'm going to sue them, right? That's how it kind of feels to me. Now, we're almost finished. This one right here will shock you. This kid has potentially made a lot of money based on this situation. Him and his parents may have only got $200 American to begin with, which frankly is pretty terrible in my opinion, absolutely. Him and the family should have got way more money than that. No doubt. But this is interesting, all right? The kid who is suing the band was making so much potentially from this. Spencer Eldon, now 28-year-old, who appeared on Nirvana's Nevermind album as a baby. This is in the past, 2019, right? He will be appearing on Friday, regular show hours, and Saturday, 10 to 12 p.m. If you want to meet the man from the iconic album, be sure to come during those hours and those days and those times, right? He's been going to Niagara Falls Comic-Con conventions. He's been going to con conventions and getting paid to sign the album. There's many situations where people have got the band members to sign the album, and they've actually got the baby to sign the album at these conventions, right? He's getting paid to come to these conventions. He's quite happy to go to these conventions. As as the famous baby. And he's getting paid for this, and it's like, fuck. You know? Clearly he's mentally harmed from this. Clearly the kid... I mean, what else do I have to say regarding this? Like, wow. So to me, this seems like a major cash grab. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comments down below. We're on channel 2. Do you guys like the new 2-in-1, by the way? I've updated the pictures. Really, really cool, right? Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, @TallBoyGareth. I've done some updates on my A10 Mini Pro today. That's why the picture-in-picture is a little bigger than usual. I hope you guys like the video. I will see you for tomorrow's video. Don't forget that you can like and subscribe and ring the bell and all that shit, okay? Bye-bye.